Yellow Rovers, welcome back to the channel and another Wuthering Waves video. And lately I have been uploading videos very critical Wuthering Waves because I just feel overall the public perception of Wuthering Waves is far too positive. Therefore, as an influencer, I just had to make videos on the game to use my influencing capabilities to counteract this narrative. However, after I obtained the powerful rover phoebe, I did stream Wuthering Waves for 5 days in a row, beat all the 3.0 story, learned the game mechanics, and tried out all the endgame modes as far as I know. And my goodness, I feel like I just got so many things wrong in my previous videos, and I just had to make this video to take some time to realign my thoughts on Wuthering Waves. Before I get into depth here, a trigger warning for viewers that I probably will be comparing Wuthering Waves with Genshin Impact a good bit, as both are open world anime mobile games. Now, I am fully aware that Infinity Nikki is also an open world anime mobile game, but the thing is, Infinity Nikki absolutely demolishes, disintegrates, devastates, and destroys both of these games in every category, be it exploration and world traversal, events, high IQ puzzle gameplay, graphics and visuals, and exhilarating combat. Wuthering Waves is often able to copy ideas from Genshin and make them slightly better, but whenever it tries to copy from Infinity Nikki, it's always a major downgrade. Just to show you all a very concrete example, in this spot we have a bonfire, and once we get closer here, we can hear music being played. So this is nice and all, but the thing is it's not that lively. You see everyone is like spaced out very awkwardly. This person here is like falling asleep. Like, she's not having a good time. No one here is really just having a good enough time. I guess these two are having a decent time, but not really even then. And they're also dancing way out of sync to the music. It's actually atrocious. And we got this person off to the side looking all depressed, so I think you get my point by now. Now, Wuthering Waves actually stole this bonfire idea. Why do they sleep on wooden beds here? That's actually really stupid. Maybe that's why they're so mad, because their back hurts from sleeping on wood nonstop. What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically this whole bonfire dancing pit was stolen from Infinity Nikki's latest update, and I'm just gonna show you all how that looks in that game. Here's the bonfire that Wuthering Waves ripped off from Infinity Nikki, and you see it's just way more lively. If I touch the fire, I take damage, which is way more realistic, and I can even join in the dance. There's multiple dances, and I can even record a video for my Instagram, and overall it's just so obvious that the Wuthering Waves version of this is a very half-assed, very budget, very Chinese version of what Infinity Nikki already has. I'll go ahead and publish that. Anyways, I will not be mentioning Infinity Nikki for the rest of this video because these two games are just on different wavelengths. Probably the thing I like the most in Wuthering Waves is the combat, and specifically the animations during combat. Like, all the animations are truly elite, and I just really enjoy watching my rovers annihilate their foes with these flashy animations. I often don't even know what the fuck my rovers are even doing, coinciding with the button inputs. Like, sometimes my Chongli turns into a fire phoenix, and phoebe does all sorts of weird shit, but the thing is, it still looks really cool, and I appreciate the overall complexity in the combat. Compared to the Normieverse games, Wuthering Waves combat is quite a bit superior. However, the problem is, even though I enjoy the combat, I feel like the game constantly forces me into fighting, and at a certain point, it just starts to annoy me majorly. Like, literally every couple steps you get harassed by a new enemy, but even more annoyingly, these enemies will aggro you towards the edge of the world, even if you never even glance at them. So just want to show you all a very clear in-game example of what I'm talking about here. Let's say I want to make my way up this mountain. Well, I have to take the staircase here leading up. So I'll make my way here, and I'm instantly greeted by numerous enemies. Now, I'm okay with this because maybe they're guarding the entrance of the staircase, which is whatever. But I just don't want to deal with this, so I run by them. I'm now completely past them. I showed no intention of fighting, didn't even like hit them one time, but you see this guy is still like on my case massively, and it's just really annoying that he's just gonna follow me up the whole staircase. But the most annoying part, so he's still harassing me even though his fucking home is down there. So just clear loser behavior by that guy. But then we have another guy. So literally just one guy. Like, what is the point of this guy? Like, defend this Wuthering Waves players. He's not even really placed to kill you. It's to prevent you from pressing the C button since he knocks you out of it. Yeah, as you see, they're knocking me out, so I can't press C. But even when I do finally press C, I'm greeted by 3 more enemies. Ow, okay, that just knocked me down, and okay, there's 3 more enemies now down here, so I gotta get back up here, get me out of here. Okay, now I just missed the jump. They like put a hole there, like you guys see that? They put like a hole in the ladder so your rover can't make the jump. So I gotta like, I'm just getting slammed on the ground now. Let's try again. So we gotta get on this box over here, and then we can jump up. All right, I missed it again. Ow. Ow, ow. I guess I'll just try climbing the mountain to skip it now. Okay, I'm just sliding down. Never mind that idea. It kind of like defeats the whole point of having a staircase if I just have to avoid the whole staircase. Alright, now I've managed to stick myself into the terrain. Now, some of you all may be thinking, well, Eango, you could have just flew over that whole staircase of death and destruction. Well, the thing is, I do not like the flying mechanic, so therefore I do not use it. Allowing the players to move quickly whenever is just a terrible mechanic for an open world game that incentivizes a lazier world design because players can just zoom from one objective to another. This is actually one of the many problems in the new Monster Hunter Wilds game, and why it's such a massive downgrade from Monster Hunter World. In Monster Hunter Wilds, you basically just auto-travel from one objective to another on your dog thing, but in Monster Hunter World, you move way slower, there's downtime in tracking the monster, so therefore the world design has to be way more thought out in that game. Because, well, you're actually going to be interacting with the world, you're not just going to be zooming across it. But then, if you do choose not to fly like me, then you have to deal with hordes of enemies that take forever to kill, and even when I tried lowering my world level to deal with this, I personally didn't notice that I could kill the enemies any faster. Crank up the beats. So where am I with Wuthering Waves? I would say how I'm feeling right now, y'all. This is day 5 out of 5, right? I think this is going to be the last stream for Wuthering Waves for a good bit, because honestly, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna lower this to stage 4, because then basically what this means is I don't have to ascend them more. So like I'm maxed out now, or am I? Yeah, I'm maxed out. So I only have to get max level 70 on my such powerful rovers, and then I can go around the map and they should be more powerful because I lowered the world level. So like, let's try it. Because if they kill things fast, maybe the amount of enemies harassing me doesn't matter as much. Yeah, all right, they're harassing me. Okay, that's not as good as I was wanting. I don't really care, like they hit less hard. It's just that they have so much HP. Okay, oh wait, okay, knocked him down. Alright, this is where we make our escape. I literally just tabbed in. Ow. Oh, that's fine, they're guarding a chest. I feel like the world level didn't make a difference, did it? Or am I doing like a lot of damage, yo? You're doing great, thank you. Thank you for being so supportive. Wuthering Waves is a shit game. I fucking hate playing Wuthering Waves. The game is so fucking dog shit. And I'm also gay. The mimic chests particularly symbolize everything I hate about Wuthering Waves exploration. Like literally everything is trying to kill you non-stop, even the loot on the map is. And this just makes me find playing the game, especially while streaming and having people watch me. It just feels very stressful. And it doesn't help that some people in the Wuthering Waves community are very mean. Like, you wouldn't believe how many times I got called a retard while streaming this video game, through no fault of my own. But not only are they mean, they're also very stupid. Like, gamers in general are stupid, but anime mobile gamers are even stupider. However, Wuthering Waves players' idiocracy somehow transcends even the general anime mobile gaming community. And I know I have to substantiate this claim, but the thing is, the Wuthering Waves player base being low IQ is so self-evident, it's like substantiating the sky is blue. Like, the only people that would ask you to prove the sky is blue are low IQ individuals, or maybe those that can make money off denying the sky is blue. I guess one of the funniest things I notice with Wuthering Waves players is how they turn into self-proclaimed rage bait detectives. Anything they don't like, they instantly label as a rage bait, and then the best part is they proceed to get baited by it anyways. It's like a fish getting hooked saying, guys, don't bite this is definitely a trap, and then 20 other fish proceed to bite the same rod. But even that analogy is too generous to their intelligence, because the thing is, it's not even bait. I will just say my opinions, such as I don't like the flying mechanic, and any negative opinion on Wuthering Waves will be perceived as a rage bait by the community. The Wuthering Waves community is basically a bunch of retarded fish who find fishing rods sunk in the ocean, and then they proceed to hoist these fishing rods up onto a boat, and then enthusiastically line up to bite the hook and kill themselves. And it's really funny to watch, so that's why I'm a huge fan of the community. Like, I even saw a guy dedicate an entire video crying about Mr. Pokey being a meanie weenie on the X platform to Wuthering Waves players, and all the comments were crying about Mr. Pokey being such a meanie weenie. So you're probably thinking like, damn, what did Mr. Pokey post? This must have been some top tier rage bait to make so many people mad. Well, he just said he thinks Zenless Zone Zero's combat is better than Wuthering Waves. That's not rage bait, it's his opinion, but even if it was rage bait, it is so low quality. Like, at least when communities get baited by Tectone, it is high quality bait, because Tectone is a true artist. Honestly, I can see 100 years from now Tectone's posts on the X platform being immortalized in some museum in France or something, and then we have some tour guide being like, Zello everyone, welcome to the Musée de Tectone. It's very nice. Follow me, I'll show you beautiful painting. Le Savior des Arcnats. This painting, every word was intricately chosen to maximize piss off Arknights players. It's very nice. La rage de l'amour incestueux. Regarde ces retardes. Les boeufs retardes pour le blowjob. Les frogons. It's very nice. Un destin cruel, richet et vivant. Le jeu pour enfants, or the game for infants, which is Genshin Impact. This painting here pisses me the fuck off every time I look at it. It's very nice. Reading through this makes me want to rip me dick up, and Z don't even have dick because I am a woman. So I guess it makes me want to vaporize me pussy. It's very nice. Follow me, I show you one last painting. This right here is my favorite painting in this museum. It makes me so fucking angry. Les ballet de emojis divertateurs. The first 3 laughing emojis is like, haha, look at this idiot, everyone. But then it's followed by 3 skull emojis like, wait, you're so fucking stupid that I am dead from how unbelievably stupid you are. But the real beauty of this piece is in the climax. They have no idea what the fucking meaning of these emotes are, but they make me so fucking angry. And I don't know why. It's very, very nice. Meanwhile, Mr. Pokey just posts, Zenless Zone Zero combat better than wuwa, no talent, no effort, no beauty. This isn't art, this is trash, and yet it works on Wuthering Waves players. The game modes in Wuthering Waves I am a lot more positive on. My least favorite is for sure the hologram fights, as they're just overly difficult and annoying, but they are just one-time reward things. Though, in my opinion, Crow games should just remove the rewards because they, just kind of discriminate against those that have less hand-eye coordination than those that have good hand-eye coordination. Like, hardcore players with good hand-eye coordination will play these anyways. Tower of Adversity is pretty fun. I've seen some complaints of people saying it's a copy-paste of Genshin Spiral Abyss, but Genshin Spiral Abyss is already a copy-paste of Revi Starlight Stage of Dreams anyways. And honestly, I think Wuthering Waves implementation is a slightly better version of Spiral of Abyss, and I don't really see the issue with it. I like the stamina system in this mode, where basically you lose stamina between floors, which means you're very encouraged to farm for multiple powerful rovers on your account. So that's something that's very, what's the word for this? Like, clear to work towards. But my favorite game mode by far is Whimpering Waste, which is kind of like Tower of Adversity, except it's hordes of weaker enemies you kill over and over again. I like this mode because it makes my rovers feel very powerful, and some of the enemies even run away from me because I have such powerful rovers on my account. And overall, it's just a really fun game mode to sow death and violence in. As for everything else like storytelling, farming, leveling mats, whatever you can think of, it's just all a copy paste from Genshin Impact. Honestly, the rivalry between Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves players makes no sense because both their games are literally the same exact thing. Like, there were times during my 5 days streaming this game that I thought I was playing Genshin Impact because these two things are literally the same. Anyways, I think in my last Wuthering Waves video, I scored the game a 4.8 out of 10, which after playing the game more thoroughly in the past 5 days, I no longer feel is accurate, so I would actually like to raise my score to a 5.4 out of 10.